What's going on, traders? This is Jack with the Trading Tribe, and today I wanted to go through a current trade I took on natural gas futures. It was an overnight hold or an overnight swing trade that I took, but really what's happened in gas the last couple days really has just been a demand coming into the market, right, and causing really an hourly uptrend. And so I've been taking really the same sort of trades every day on gas, but wanted to walk through those and kind of how I've been managing those throughout the trade as well. Because we did have a nice demand hold last night right off of a key level. And I'll kind of break down the trade idea first. So as you can see, right at about the 2nd of August, right, we can see gas bottomed out, got all the way down to our key level, right at like 1.9 on the front month or on the continuous contract. And really ever since that double bottom, you'll notice, right, the market has been trending up ever since. And the way you'll typically want to trade this, at least from a swing trader's perspective, if you want to be going with the trend, is you'll typically want to wait for these pullbacks to really get in on the buy side. And so instead of chasing breakouts or chasing higher highs, what I'll do is I'll typically just stay patient and catch these dips on the market. And really throughout the past couple trading sessions, right, that's exactly what the room's been doing. We've been just attacking Natty up essentially. And I'll also use these key levels or these key pivot points to kind of show me potentially, right, where natural gas can actually go. In this case today, we can see gas pull back last night to this really big key level right around 2.15. And we can see if we zoom in a little bit on the left here on the hourly time frame, we can see not only did gas pull back to that key level and that 100-hour moving average, but we held it. And that was enough to get me interested in the trade. What I'll do at that point is I'll essentially just wait for the market to actually begin to go up. So I don't only want it to hold a key level, right? I want it to confirm that buyers are taking control. Currently, right, the trade's almost over, right? You can see I'm just trailing my stop loss under my EMA on the 1-minute time frame. So gonna lock in around $660 on this trade. At least, right, we don't know how high it'll go, so I like to trail it as we get closer to target. We can see we just took out our first target, and then we're really aiming for that higher high for the true exit. But if we look at yesterday's session, right, we closed on the 1-minute pretty weak, so we did have that pullback. Like I mentioned, right, we did watch to see how it did around that key level, and we can see it pretty much triple bottomed on the 1-minute time frame, and we'll see a big volume spike of buying that caused us to come back over all of our indicators on the 1-minute, and that is when I took the trade. So I essentially waited, right, for the key level hold, for the indicators to all break on the 1-minute to actually confirm that buying was occurring before I actually got into the trade. And then what I really liked about this was the risk was extremely tight, right? Based on that entry, right, we can put a stop under the low. And then obviously with tight risk, we can actually have some really exponential gains where this is like a 3 or 4-to-1 based on the risk that we were comfortable with. So when you take an entry like this, that is the good news, right? You have a pretty clear low to risk off of. And then by this morning's session, right, we can see we consolidated right at that key level. We tested it again this morning at 7 Central. And then ever since then, we've been really off to the races. And how I'll do it is typically when that trade gets to target or gets near target, right, I'll either take this stop loss and essentially trail it under some of my moving averages. We can see we're holding this EMA really well this morning. So that's essentially what I'm using to help get me out of the trade. Obviously, it would be great if we kept running or maybe did a breakout, but we don't want to bank on that, right, and give back a lot of our profits. So this is kind of a middle ground, right, where we'll actually have, a couple flexible options, right, depending on the momentum we see. In this case, right, either way, great exit. So wanted to show just the group how I actually do these exits when these swing trades are over. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those down below, and definitely like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and we will be back next time.